Annyeonghaseyo, hi guys. So I wanted to say happy Pride Month. I know I haven't done a video and I'm really sorry, but I really want to do a video and stuff because I am really excited. But I got my Watertown Pride 2020 out at home shirt. I also got sunglasses. You guys, what? It came with a flag, which I will show you guys. Boop. But yeah, so as you guys know, and you guys watching my channel for long enough, you guys know that I have been out for a few years now. But I actually only came out to my family about 2 years ago. And you know, I've always been really big. I think I've always really been big on embracing who you are and really loving who you are. I don't think I've ever actually told you the story of how I realized my sexuality and stuff, like how I came to actually understand it and came to the realization that I was bisexual. This was my family only actually knew, my family only knew about 2 years ago. At the same time that I was telling them that I was with my ex at the time, my ex, which you guys know this person, but I'm not going to mention their name. But it started out where I was started out with cosplay with Coraline Cosplay, my friend Ashley Weber. I was doing Vampire Night, and at this time I had thought that I was straight. I only like guys. You know, I didn't really like. I hadn't like. I thought, oh, girls are pretty and stuff, but I never had I had never understood the thing of being like, I like girls too, and not just guys, because I was always thought, okay, is it a bad thing that I like girls? I never understood that at the time, so I never asked the question. Well, I was going down for the very first time many years ago when Ashley Weber was doing Zero from Vampire Night, and I was doing Yuki. So I went down to do a shoot, and this was one of my very first. This was like 2013. I was still getting into cosplay. All I had was, the guys see my earlier stuff. I literally just used a white dress from my high school graduation, and I used my regular normal brown hair, which you guys can kind of see. You guys can kind of see underneath this somewhere. But actually, you can see in my roots. But we were doing pictures. Me, my friend Lou, her friend Lou, and Ashley, and we were doing pictures in her room because she had a studio set up, and we did a kissing picture. Well, with Yuki and Zero. And she asked me nicely. We were doing the picture. You know, I was like, this is the first time I'd ever kissed a girl. You know, I was really anxious and really nervous. And when we did the kiss picture, that was the first time I ever kissed a girl. I got blushy. My face got blushy. I got like butterflies. I was really confused because I was like, I remember literally remember asking my friend Lua later in the day. I'm like, why is it bad if I liked kissing Ashley, who was a girl, my friend Ashley Weber, who was a girl? Like, is it bad that I liked kissing a girl? Like, am I still straight? Like, you know, am I still straight? Like, I don't understand this. Like, is it a bad thing? Like, and he's like, you're not straight if you liked when she kissed you for the pictures. And like, obviously, you know, Ashley was, my friend Ashley Weber was in Zero cosplay, but Ashley was still a girl. And, you know, I was like, okay. So then we were doing more pictures and stuff for the shoot, and then I was still kind of confused. I had it going through my head. I'm like, do I like girls? Do I not? Do I like girls? Do I just like guys? I don't know. Like, what's my sexuality? But I had gone home, and then one of my friends that I was friends with, Felicia, actually did Kaname from Vampire Night with me separate many times before, and I like doing pictures with this person, and a lot of times we would do pictures, but I also liked kissing this person outside of cosplays, and I feel like it was one of those things, like, I'm like, holy crap, like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand this. And me and another person that I was friends with for a long time, who I won't mention, we went to a convention we went to a convention upstate, and it was a free convention. We, went to the convention. We got back to the hotel. We drank, and we were just laying in bed, all just talking, drunk, more tipsy or something, but just randomly talking about random shit. And I brought up the thought, again, am I straight because I like kissing this person I like kissing one of my friend that was with us. I like kissing my friend even outside of cosplay, and it's not just, I'm like, am I straight? Like, I don't understand this. And I keep saying I don't understand this because I didn't understand this at the time. And both of them, we thought, I just, in a drunken stupor, were like, sweetheart, you're not straight. You're bisexual. You're bisexual if you like kissing a girl, and you obviously like guys too. And I think that moment I'm just like, holy crap, like, okay. I was still more or less, I told friends, I told people that are around me, but I didn't tell my family. It was something that I wasn't ready to tell my family yet, or tell anybody that was in my family yet. But the people that I dated, the people that I, was around me, my friends, all my best friends knew, like, right away. And it was like, okay, this is great. Like, I understood, but I still, for a while, I went back and forth. Trying to not more or less convince myself, but like more or less try to figure out in my head, okay, this is who I am. This is my sexuality. I like guys. I like girls. I like guys a lot. I like looking at some girls because some are really, really pretty. And I've dated. I dated females before. So when I started dating the other person that you guys had seen before, me and her, like, this was about 2 years ago, and we started dating, and that's when I told my mom that we were together. And my grandmother had a better reaction to it than my mom did. I told my uncle Daniel was the first one that I told, because I can literally tell him anything, and he's closer to my age, so like it's easier for me to tell. We get along really well, and so I told him. He's like, okay, then I told my grandmother, which my grandmother is great. My grandmother really, she supports me in anything I do. You guys seen her a lot of my cosplay comments and stuff, or like my Facebook or Instagram. Like, she really supports me in anything I do. I feel like I got a burp. Sorry, guys. But I told her, great. I told my dad. My dad's amazing. You guys seen him in my Instagram pictures. He's freaking amazing. He's legally my stepdad, but he's always been my dad. But yeah. So I told him, he's like, I don't agree sometimes with sexuality, but I as long as you're happy and I'm happy and stuff, no matter what. So he was very open about that, especially with I'm his little girl. So I think that was more like, you're my little girl. I'm going to support you and love you no matter what. So Then it came down to telling my mom. Now, I was really, really anxious because I was like, me and my mom have always been really close. I'm like my mom. You know, I'm an only child. I'm my mom's baby. So the fact that I wasn't just telling her that me and my ex were together, me and letter A were together, but that I was bisexual. Now she wasn't happy with me and this person being together, but she was more accepting in a sense of me being bisexual. It's taken a lot more time over time for me to be able to talk about girls or talk about openly, and obviously wear my pride stuff, wear bisexual stuff, have my bisexual stuff, like wear my pride stuff, and her not side eye about it. It takes time, and it takes time for some people to accept it, and I think she loved me no matter what, as long as I loved who I was, and that's something that's taken time, and I think it's definitely been a lot more. I've been like, I love my shirt, like I got my pride shirt, got my flag, and I got my, stuff like that, and I've been very open with that. I think it's been a lot easier for me to be open about that, and the fact that I have an awesome boyfriend now who like, he loves me no matter what, and he's completely open with me being bisexual, and that I always make the joke that like I can talk about guys too, but like the thing we can also talk about is we could both talk about a girl too and stuff if we see something. But I remember also people talk about like, some people can't come out at work. I work in a daycare. I'm an assistant teacher for a toddler room, waddlers, and the time when they knew that I was bisexual, that I came out, was about 2 years ago. And it's when me and letter A had gotten engaged, which that obviously didn't work out. But when we had gotten engaged, I came back to work that time, and I was like, I came up to the baby room, the baby room, the head teacher at the time, her, and I came out to her, and I was like, yeah, I'm engaged to a girl, and I'm bisexual, and the normal thing, she was just like, what? Like, wow, like, it was more like, ugh, like, you're ill, like, it was more like, oh, okay, and of course, she asked me, how was I work with a girl, and I'm like, it's the same as it would be with a guy, but I feel like a girl can understand different things than a guy can when it comes to being in a relationship with a girl. I think that it was a lot of different things that she was asking, but it was curiosity, and obviously like when I told. Obviously I told my assistant, my director, obviously we didn't have an assistant director at the time, my director, other people, my head teacher in my room, whose name Ashley is freaking amazing, she's the head teacher in my classroom. I've been working with her for the last few years, and she's amazing. She's always been very supportive of me, and, I've always been able to, like, be open about my sexuality, been able to wear, pride stuff, talk about it. The assistant director, who actually, she's been with us for a few years now, she knows about, my sexuality too. And I think that I can be open at work, but obviously, like, I'm not, people think when you're bisexual that you will hit on any girl you see. No. I will see in a different light, people are pretty, I will notice things differently than other people, I think there's pretty people and stuff at work, but I'm not like, there's no attraction or anything, but I see something, because I see that more people are more pretty. That's not even a word. Prettier, but there's a boundary with that stuff, because I have a boyfriend. I don't have any kind of attraction to anybody. you it's you picking and choosing and stuff. Just like any girl is not gonna find any straight female is not gonna find every guy, attractive. It's what I think. Everybody has their own thing about them, but I'm blessed to be able to be out as a bisexual at my workplace that I am. I don't, obviously I'll be wearing my pride, out of home show. My parents know, but I'm not gonna outright tell my parents and stuff. My toddlers, because that's not something that unless they ask me, it's not really their business on a sense, unless I tell them. But like obviously I'm wearing a Watertown Pride 2020 out of home shirt, so or I wore I wore Pride stuff that has the bi flag on it. So it's kind of like people kind of figure that out on their own, but it's not affecting how I do my job, how I take care of my toddlers. It's not affecting any of that. Has nothing to do with how I do my job. So, I do feel sadness for people that can be out, but they can't be out when they're at work. And they have to be they have to hide it. Or people that aren't able to be out because of family, because of religious, you can be religious, you can be Christian, you can be Catholic, you can be atheist, you can be Satanist, you can be Buddhist, you can be pescatarian, you can be Jewish, you can be any of that stuff. If I got anything wrong, I'm sorry. Going off the top of my head. You can still be faithful with your faith and be out, because you should be able to be embraced of who you are. Don't let anybody tell you you're going to go to hell or that it's a sin. Don't come for me in the comments. I'm just my opinion. Because I believe in God. I believe in God. Do I go to church and stuff anymore? No, but I do believe God. I do follow. I do understand God. I do understand that stuff. But I believe that, and I'm not bringing in religion and stuff, but I believe that God made people the way they are for a reason. God made people love certain people for a reason, because when he made people. If he would have made everybody different, he would have made it. This is my saying. If he God would have wanted to make everybody the same, he would have. But he didn't. We're all different colors, all different genders, all different sexualities, all different nationalities, all different everything. And, I think you should be able to love who you love and don't let anybody say anything different. But that's my story about that's my story about coming out on Pride Month, because I've never done a video. I've had this video since 2011. I've never done a video on Pride Month, because this is something I'm actually getting time to actually do. But I really want to tell you guys, because I want you to know that if you ever feel like that you haven't come out yet and you want somebody to talk to, you can hit me on send me a DM in my Instagram, send me a DM in my cosplay Facebook page, or my Snapchat, or my TikTok. Go send me a message, and I'm always willing to talk. I feel like everybody should have a place to go to talk to anybody, and I'm always been told I've been a really good listener. So, if you need somebody to listen, then I'm here. But let me know in the comments and stuff, what is your, if you are out, what is your sexual orientation in the comments? Because, it's kind of interesting when you meet somebody else that's bisexual too. It's like, oh, you understand this. Oh, you understand this, But you don't have to be bisexual or, gay or trans or lesbian or anything, or any of the many other ones that I could read out, but I don't have my thing to be able to read them out. Just be yourself and love who you are, and that's the only thing that should matter, because people are going to talk, but how you feel about yourself is what's important. And know that you're loved, and I love you, even if I don't know you. I love you guys so much. But but I hope you guys have an awesome Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, and just love yourself. But go give this video lots of likes, and I'll be really, really happy. Go click subscribe so you guys can check my other videos up. Go click the notification bell so you can get a notification when I post a video. Also go on the bottom box where I post my Twitter, my Instagram, my cosplay Facebook page, my Snapchat, my DeviantArt, which I don't really post on anymore, my Instagram, and my TikTok. I know I still say some and I don't use my DeviantArt or my Twitter anymore, but it's a force of habit, so really, really sorry. But whatever's in the bottom box, go like, comment, subscribe, and follow them. I post a lot on my TikTok lately, so go check out those videos. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Annyeong!